Does the township actually own all of School Street? I've been told by some people, some old timers, that that road come down from the school and went behind the post office down through here originally.
School Street.
Yeah, if you come down off the school and you got to the corner of the post office, you made a left-hand turn and the road was down this alleyway.
The black gas lines on that far map on the left, that shows the limits of their property, and School Street is all on their property. It's within their property starts right in Cherry.
Yeah, School Street, this is a private drive really to this point on Cherry. From Cherry out to Muse Bishop is township property.
I've been told by some people when they come down to the post office, they made the left, the road came down through this guy here. Yes.
Behind us here.
So I was wondering if School Street all the way out where it touches Muse Bishop Road, that is definitely township property.
Yes. The width, we're going to get them that information. How about anybody else who lives along Cherry Way, either to the right or the left? We did talk to them about trying to maybe make it one-way coming down, but then there's many people who live on Locust and Cherry that we're trying to keep the least change and least impact as possible.
There's always cars parked on Cherry Way.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they'd
You're just going around with a small amount of room.
Who pays for damages into Cherry Way? If they widen like they're proposing, they'll trash Cherry Way. Then who pays for the township existing portion of road?
They're going to build that road. It's going to be more than half the existing width that they're going to be building. They'll do it right. They've always done their things right.
So the school district will pick up the cost of damages done to the rest of Cherry Way?
Yeah, if the contractor would damage Cherry Way, be responsible to fix them. You know, whatever we don't build, they damage the road, the existing road. They're not doing it with highways.
Well, I think upgrades need to be done to the drainage and curb line.
Well, that's something that, you know, as consultants for the school district, we'd have to work with gateway engineers in the township to decide, you know, what kind of improvements the school district would be obligated to do. So that, I don't know what the answer to that is tonight.
Sometimes an improvement like that, if there is any water problem, water coming off the hill, sometimes if they extend it, then you could build a curb and gutter where to catch it all, and it could actually make things better for some of the low side property owners too.
So Cherry Way will only be widened to a certain point. It will not be widened, say, from one end of Oak Street to School Street.
That's one possible solution. We're exploring other ones too. So, but right now, that's one I got on the board right now.
Would the buses still come in, make that right turn, coming up School Street? If you're going to use Cherry Way existing and widen it, will your buses be making the right turn on the Cherry?
No. Right now, the buses were initially come up School Street all the way in back to School Street. And then we looked this afternoon, when you were over at the post office this afternoon, about the buses passing one another, was a concern that you raised.
Yeah, they stop and allow one to come down while the other one waits.
So then this discussion then moved to, well, maybe we bring the buses in this way and bring them onto the property around. So we bring everything one way. Maybe they're all one-way flow from Oak, around our site, out exit on School Street.
Be hard for the buses to make that turn.
Make
over here.
a turn coming from
Cannonsburg,
making that right turn on Oak Street is not easy. Without them swinging out into the path of travel, the oncoming traffic.
That intersection would definitely be wide if there's more bus traffic.
This intersection here, and Oak and Muse Bishop. So I'm not giving you definitive answers. I'm just kind of describing the problem to identify more work that has to be done to get the right fix here.
The other thing they are looking at, when we talked about one-way traffic coming in, even if there was buses and cars, once the buses and cars traveling on the road together, probably there's nothing wrong with it. But they're showing, as they get to the top up near the school, they split, they go their own way. The car traffic goes this way, the buses go where they're supposed to go. So I mean, I know they're talking about the way.
Anyway, school buses used to come off of Burnside. There was a road right back to the school. Did everybody ever think about that?
Gentleman said that the buses couldn't make the turn on Burnside Road there somewhere.
My concern is having an entrance to the building where there's only, they can't make a right or left, they can't hit both ends of Burnside. Because if you go out Burnside at the Muse
You've got
Bishop end,
35 acres there, like.
if you go to Burnside at the Muse Bishop end, buses can't make that turn. It's a real sharp bend.
Well, they would be going out the other end. They wouldn't be making a
They wouldn't be
left-hand
going
turn.
that way.
They wouldn't be going that way to come back to Muse. They would go out the other end and go down on 980 to Cannonsburg.
You know where the sheep farm is?
Burnside 980. They wouldn't have to make a left-hand turn to come back to Muse.
But should there be an incident on the road or something happen on 980, they have no other way to go. They have no other option. We're holding the kids at school. If there's an accident on the road or a road's closed, it makes the most sense to have two directions. If one's blocked, you have another way to go. We don't have that option on Burnside.
Well, if there's an accident down the middle of Muse Bishop Road, you're stuck. Where do you go?
We can go the other direction. We can make the right turn and go out to O'Hare or all the way to 50 if need be. We don't have that option on Burnside.
Yeah, you do.
They had it before.
They don't have
You know
road.
where the sheep farm is up there? Where the sheep's in that valley? Well, they own all of the township district goes all around it, where it's fenced in. That's where they used to come over the hill.
You have Anger Road as an option.
Yeah, but they don't own that, though, the school.
You have Anger
Who?
Road.
The school doesn't own it on the dump, Bosky owns that.
Yeah.
Well, they owned it before.
I don't think, they just used it. Bosky owns all that. It was the line, the line gave it to them, when they sold it to Bosky.
I don't know why all these years, all at once, we don't own it anyway, they were using it before.
West
You could go and see where the buses went on that road.
I think that proposal, though, it was, if you had a road out to, the main road out to Burnside, but still the school hill road, or the school road coming down, so there's still two routes into the school.
Yeah, this, if you were talking about, there's some type of access to this property, Burnside.
Yeah.
I mean, this would still remain.
Right, so there would be two accesses. If something happened on Burnside, you can still all come down.
Well, you go Anger,
Well, that was Mill Road.
you go Anger and,
Anger, see,
you know,
there's other roads around it.
Well, I think this is the first time, when they came out, to some of the property owners there, they saw some of the unique characteristics down there by the post office. So I think they told us today to go back to the drawing board and see what they can come up with. I mean, that's their area. We can point out problems, we hope you point them out. It's their area, that's their domain to come up with ideas that may work.
well, if the mine owned that property,
There could be a right-of-way through it. There could have been.
West Penn used to use that to go down through there to do the power lines.
is that right?
Off of Pound
Yeah,
Road,
okay, right.
There used to be a road access down, but it's all road over now.
Hey, it can't hurt for us to look at it too. No, it's less than half a mile. Yeah, it's a third of a mile from your property to Burnside.
On
As a crow flies.
the abandoned road that they're speaking of.
Well, I don't know if that's a curve, but just as a crow flies from their school building right to Burnside, I did it on Google, and it looks like it's a
Well,
third.
they're not gonna touch that area anyway because, there is an oil well out there, or was. It's still there.
That would be a major undertaking to reclaim what the slate dump is on.
Huh?
The slate dump encroaches that property up to the Sharkey's farm.
Yeah,
Everybody agree with that?
yeah.
Was it?
This fence line.
Even where the road used to be at, you're talking about where the pipes and the gate hang across the road. That was built on red dog and slag. So that would still have to all be undercut and remediated. That would
They
cost.
didn't put red dog there then. They put slate there.
Okay, well, that's even worse yet.
Yeah,
Well, that's if you go up there, you'll see.
That would be astronomical to build a road through that.
that's illegal now, Bob.
Where?
Red dog and slate, you can't use it.
Well, you dig it out. There's there's
I
no,
mean, you just changed $1 million extra into a $4 million extra.
Their first task is to see how they can make the existing roadways that we have work. They still have, to be cost conscious. We appreciate when the school board does that, and they're going to look at it. They might come up with some ideas that, you know, we never thought of. Like I said, we need you more to point out the problems, and then they'll try to solve them. So if anybody else, any of those streets you lived on, anywhere between here and there, if you have any more comments, go ahead.